What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing this morning? Top of the morning, Sunday morning. Welcome to Table Talk Watch Party. I'm your host.
Party.
I'm your host, Mr. Table Talk Javon Lawrence, and for this show, we got a special guest. My sound off, this is my real live brother, and I'm having technical difficulties. I keep pausing over here. I see it. Please excuse me. My real live sound off brother right here. My real live real brother. I don't care what nobody say. My brother Duran. What's going on, man?
Man, love, peace. You know how we do, bro.
So today we're doing something different. If you look in the link, there's a link that's posted in here from Table Talk with direct access to backstage. If you would like to be a part of this show today, all you have to do is click the link and you'll get put backstage. And when I see you, I'll let you in. That's how this is working today. So we are about to talk about a show that we did about 2 weeks ago, I want to say. The Art of Condemnation. So that's what we're talking about, the Art of Condemnation in the church. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Let's do some shout outs real quick. I see Pastor T on here. Good morning. My sister Charlotte on here. Good morning. Wow, Bobby, I did not expect you to be up this morning, but good morning. He was real good last
Looking at that table, man.
Man, Bobby, happy birthday, bro. You just turned 30 yesterday, man.
Welcome to the club.
I'm glad you enjoyed yourself yesterday. Just so happy that you on here. Happy Sunday. And just chill out a little bit, Bobby. I saw Duran on here. Thanks for the birthday shout out. Mr. Franklin, good morning. Ernest Franklin, good morning to you. Good morning. Again, we have a link in not in the description, it's in the comments. If you would like to be a part of Table Talk, all you have to do is click the link and you can be on here with us right now as we speak. Good morning, baby. That's of course you see my picture next to her. So good morning. She's taking a break today because she don't have to do the comments today. Yeah. My brother Sean, good morning. Now we're about to get into this, but we have a Marcus on here. Good morning, bro. Good morning.
Salutations.
Greg is on here. Good morning. We going in.
Gina.
That's good. That's a big bro right there. So as you already know, we have I got a Black History of Trivia for you. We're gonna keep that going. And this one is, I was the first African-American woman to be issued a pilot's license. I went on to encourage others to do the same. Look at Duran's face. So if you know the answer to this, go ahead, put it in the comments. And we're going to look at some of these comments. But I was the first African-American woman to be issued. And don't be Googling Duran. I was the first African-American woman.
I'm putting some comments here.
To be issued a pilot's license. I went on to encourage others. Pin the link. Okay, let's see. Hold on real quick. As you're getting the your comments, let's see if I'm just curious to see who's going to be able to figure this one out. It's going to be kind of a hard one. I don't have any promotional videos today, so we just going interested to see if someone's going to be able to get this. Again, the question is, and for those who answer the question, you will be getting a book from the Table Talk Devotional. I will email it to you or send it to you over Messenger. But the question is, I was the first African-American woman to be issued a pilot's license. I went on to encourage others to do the same. Anybody? He kind of just told you.
I did.
All right. Well, looks like no one. So we just, I guess I get to keep my books today. Bessie Coleman. That's the answer. So if you ever see this question again, you'll be able to answer it when you see this question again. So again, anytime during the live, I'm gonna try to figure out how to pin the comment to the top. But anytime during this, we can just let you in live with us. So Deron, you ready?
Let's rock and roll, bro.
All right, this is the Art of Condemnation, where we are talking about
Morning, big sis.
good morning, sis. I see I gotta throw her up, man. We love you. We're
Love
praying
you.
for you.
Definitely.
Actually, this was sis' topic this was hers. And oh, okay. My wife pinned it for me already. That is just so wonderful. I love you. I love you. I am irritated right now, bro, because I keep
You keep
freezing.
freezing. I can see. Hey, your facial expressions, man, are the truth, dog. Like,
Well, I guess I missed this one. We had one answer.
send them a book.
Okay. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and get into our table talk. Again, this is the Art of Condemnation, where we're talking about how the church shame and do that stuff. So again, if you want to be a part of this conversation, all you have to do is click the link that's pinned at the top of the page, and we can go in. So without further ado, this is the Art of Condemnation. Foundational text. We already started. We already going in. Our foundational text comes from First Peter, the second chapter, and the first verse. And it reads like this. The crazy thing is, wherefore laying aside all malice and all guile and all hypocrisies and all envies and all evil speaking. We know that we're supposed to continue on to the next scripture to see the full story, but we're going to focus on this, and next week we're going to finish off the second verse. But this week we're going to talk about the negative things that causes shame and condemnation. So again, wherefore laying aside all malice, all guiles, all hypocrisy, all envies, and all evil speaking. So again, you know what we do around this time. Grab your cups. Hold on. You know I already got mine. Grab your water, grab your juice, grab your soda, grab your Mountain Dew, your energy, whatever it is you're going to grab to wake up this morning. Come on, y'all. Let's table talk. So, I'm going to put this title up on the screen. The Art of Condemnation, and I'm just going to add shame. The Art of Condemnation is shame. You know it's an art, right? It's something that you have to plan. It's something. Okay, this is an incredibly sad statement that I'm about to make. The Art of Condemnation is a big part in the church in this season. It seems like everyone is condemning one another. There's condemnation that's just being passed back and forth like that peppermint that used to be passed in church when you sit in there and somebody, yeah, you want a peppermint? They like, you want some condemnation? That is how frequent. Dude, I'm stupid.
Yeah, that's major though, right there. That whole analogy of it, it is like that.
What, I guess, like, how do you feel about condemnation in the church, bro?
Really, it's sad because the whole formation or build up of the church is supposed to be about upbuilding, serving people, like we talk about a lot, building the relationship. But condemnation does the total opposite of that, and that's what we have present. So I'm totally against it because condemnation doesn't help; it actually destroys. It makes that separation even more further, if that makes sense, or you're pushing the person further away. Whereas we got this whole about the church being a hospital, but how can we make it a hospital if the person's leaving sicker than they came?
Sis, give me the thumbs up when you're ready.
Yes.
Hey y'all.
Good morning.
How you
Good
doing?
morning. I needed to see my family this morning, so I thought I'd pop in for a second.
That's what's up.
This is what a watch party is about. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
this was your this episode was your idea anyway. So
it was. It was. I like chopping it up with my brothers.
let's go. Hold on. So since we're doing that, everybody that's on live right now, everybody show some love for Nancy. I see my wife did. Here we go. Drea, my bad. My um Drea. Uh,
Strength in the
my
flesh.
wife.
I'm gonna show love right without typing anything in. Strength in the flesh, man.
Listen, y'all, let me just share this with you real quick, real quick. First of all, thank y'all for all the love, all the support. JD, um, that's your lane, teaching about love, being support. And I'm experiencing that in action. So I want to thank y'all. It's low key really holding me up. And the art of condemnation is what would break this completely down. Condemnation would cause me or my leaders to be like, you know, no, you still got to perform. You still got to get on here. You still got to do what you got to do versus go be human. And
Right,
that's all y'all been telling me
right,
for the last week. Go be human. So I'm being human, but I'm here. My spirit is strong, y'all. I'm a little bruised and a little bent, but I'm not broke. So,
Gently feel like you know no other way but to be strong and
yeah,
to be.
that's
um, I got 7 kids, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not me. The strength you see right now is really not my strength. Like, the strength you see right now is really when everything happened, y'all, and I prayed. The answer that I got back was, daughter, you not immune. You not immune, but you built for it.
right.
So I'm not immune. I'm broke. My heart is shattered. You know, my heart is shattered, but I'm here. And if I'm here, that means I still got something to do. So you got to get about the business of doing it. And listen, I put a lot of love in the world. I love on my folks every day. So everything that's coming back to me now is just God's word. Like nothing returns in vain. You know, nothing
Amen.
comes back void. So I'm eating the fruit from what I planted, and it's keeping me here. You know, it's keeping me strong. It's letting me be strong for my babies and for her daddy and for everybody else. And then I got y'all that when I'm not strong, I got y'all. So that's what relationship does.
Come on,
That's what relationship does.
come on. And
So
that's something she always says too. Like, feed what you want to grow, man. That's a lot
yeah,
of folks. A lot of
man.
folks don't. We talk a good game, but rarely do you see them walk out what they talk, man. Like, and whew, just to hear that, to see that you walk that out, that's I don't know, man. You stronger than any of us, honestly. Honestly.
My mother told me, "You are a strong woman, born of a strong woman, born of a strong woman." So, you know, and I want to express to people, strength doesn't mean you not shattered. Like we got to get that myth out. You know what I'm saying? Like we got to kill that.
Yep.
Like courage doesn't mean that you're not afraid. It just means you don't stop. You just don't stop.
Mm-hmm.
Like and that's where we're at right now. We can't stop. Life doesn't stop. We're going to pause. We're going to be sad. We're going to let everything come up as it needs to come up.
Right.
But my baby didn't stop,
Right.
and I'm not going to stop.
Right.
And it's what I tell all y'all. Ministry, nothing is bigger than kingdom. And it's not that somebody is throwing God platitudes at you in the midst. None of my people was like, oh, God does things well. Because they knew what was coming behind that.
Yep.
Plus, I
You
just taught on that too. I just taught on that. Don't do that.
Right.
Don't do that.
yeah. Because look, this mouth that I got, double-edged sword. And you and you can catch it. You can catch it. And I'm gonna pray and repent afterwards, but you can catch it.
Big.
So but yeah, I'm here, y'all. And like I said, it don't you right, Jerron, you gotta walk. It doesn't matter till you walk it out. Dad says you gotta apply it.
Yep.
So faith is not for when it feels good. You know, this is when faith matters.
There you go.
So that's what
All right,
I'm
sis.
about to let y'all have a
I want
show
to.
though. I just popped in to let y'all know
No,
I was
I want
still
you to get
here.
some of this. I want you to get some of this. I want you to get in on some of this real quick.
Okay, okay,
Please, please.
okay.
All right, here we go. Like I said, my computer is acting very funny today.
That's a great face you're froze on right there though with one of the babies. One of the baby's headphones. Javon, I'm gonna get you some headphones, bro.
These my beats though. I love my beats. This was my Christmas present.
We're gonna wrap those in some black electrical tape then.
No, that's my favorite color though.
That
You know?
yellow.
Okay, okay,
Yeah.
bro. Okay. Can we wrap the top in yellow then? That green and yellow throwing me off.
First, y'all was letting me have it about my shirt yesterday
No, that was
on
Chef.
my picture with the wrinkles. Now y'all let me have it on my headphones. Come on,
I'm
y'all.
done, bro. You know it wouldn't be family if I didn't let you have it about something.
Come on, man. He know how we
Right.
do.
I gotta see what's going on
Man.
with this real quick.
It's being thrown around
Okay.
in the church. We are willing to look at others, what other people are doing, what other people issues is. We would rather look at other people issues than look at ourselves. That's the problem. That's the main problem right there.
Wow.
We have scriptures tell us on the flip side of this that there is no condemnation in those who walk in Christ Jesus. We know that, but we're still doing it to others. We even still doing it to ourselves. Because condemnation is condemnation, even if you are judging yourself. So, the issue with the church, the issue is that the church, and again, when I say the word church, I'm talking about the people. The issue with the people is that we are stuck in this condemning mindset.
Look.
We are causing the emotions of shame to fill our hearts and live the shame that people put on us. We're taking on other people's condemnation. And when you do that, it's really hard to get past it. The hardest thing to get past is self condemnation. But if you're already condemned in yourself and someone else adds some on top of that, that makes it that's a double whammy. And
Mm-hmm.
it's hard to get past. So we're gonna take a quick break, and I'm gonna do a quick announcement after this break. So check this out, and we'll be right back after this.
So I guess it's a good time to stop right there. So, I mean, even with that, you kind of like the situation that you're going through, sis. If
Mhm.
you wasn't built up the way that you were now, and then if the wrong person would come towards you and say the wrong thing, like kind of make it feel like you're not supposed to stop. You said that you kind of talked about that earlier. But if you chose to stop, then you would have somebody come in and kind of make you feel shameful for stopping or shameful for dealing with what you're dealing with on your own terms. Like, that's not our job to do that. Like, we can't just make people handle situations that the way that we want them to handle it. And we tend to have that tendency to do it, especially in the church.
Right.
Yeah,
So
I think also, Javon, I'm gonna say something because it rang as soon as you played that clip. More dangerous than that is picking up self condemnation.
Mm.
More dangerous than that is picking up, if I'm using my example. And look, y'all, it ain't no telling when a wave of tears is coming. So if it comes, y'all just don't get weird on me, like, because it might come.
Yeah.
Um, what I had to speak down was anybody in my family picking up the weight of I could have done this, I should have done that. What if I would have done this? If I would have been here, if I would have done, even myself saying, I tried so hard to do X, Y, and Z. Maybe if I would have done that, self condemnation, or what we call guilt,
Mm-hmm.
is the most dangerous thing that we can do to ourselves because, like you said, if we plant the seed, look, the principle is the principle. The word says some plant, some water, some harvest. If we plant the seed of self guilt, if we plant the seed of self condemnation, somebody's going to come water that seed.
Yep.
Somebody's coming.
Yep.
right.
And then that's going to lead to somebody coming to harvest it. And that's that person. I don't know who else saw my post earlier this week when I was like, low key, this doctor about to catch hands.
I'm
I
sorry.
saw that. I was like, sis is.
What you're going to do is watch your mouth.
I was like, somebody said something stupid.
Yeah.
That's the
Somebody
conclusion
said
I got to.
somebody said something real, and it wasn't even, it was factual, it was insensitive. It was factual, it was just insensitive.
So they didn't take
And
that time to think before they spoke. Mm-hmm.
that's what it was. And if we are sitting in self-condemnation or guilt, and somebody comes and says something irrational while we're sitting in guilt, that waters that guilt, and what that harvest is going to be is, I'm gonna slap this doctor,
Mm-hmm.
or I'm gonna run this red light, or I'm gonna do whatever it is, because somebody is confirming that self-condemnation
Yep.
that you've already spoken over yourself. I think that's the most dangerous condemnation that there is, because like I said, if you speaking right to yourself and you speaking faith to yourself, because that's all I've been speaking
Right.
for the last almost week now, is just faith. That's all. That's it.
Yep.
Anybody who's talked to me will be like, ooh, you so strong. No, speaking faith. I'm not strong at all. But I am, if I am who I say I am. So if I would have sat in that, I could have done, I should have done, I had to do, if I would have did this, or at my son-in-law, why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Or anything. And then that doctor walked in and said what he said, and all of us were in that state. Man, listen, the hospital would have been tore up.
Trust me, I know VA well, and it's
You already know
yeah,
what's understood don't need to be spoken.
yeah, it's seriously. And just to piggyback off of what you're saying, like that, when you think about it, that's real. That's like you're inside of you. I know that kind of sounds like
No, you in there.
simple to say, but of course that's the hardest condemnation to carry. So like I can't pinpoint exactly where it says in the Bible, but we do possess that power to take captive of our thoughts. Like you
That's
just
the reason the word says, think on these
on
things.
there
Think
you go.
on what's good. Think
There you
on
go.
what's right. Think on what's holy. Because if you start thinking on that other crap, I almost just cussed your mind, and it's Sunday morning.
Sunday morning.
If you start thinking about that other crap, We all seeds, y'all. Every word you say, every thought you have is a seed.
Man.
So yes, feed what you want to grow. It's not that those seeds not gonna be planted. Of course I thought, what could I have done differently? What
Yeah.
should I have done? But it was catching that thing before it took root. It was talking with other like-minded people and making sure I was getting that in my ear gate to
Mm-hmm.
combat that weapon that was formed, because the weapon wasn't my baby transitioning. The weapon was the thoughts that came up after my baby transition.
See, and that's the thing because I had one question that I wanted to know, and so now I see we're sticking with self condemnation. That is
Yeah.
so cool. The thing is, what I wanted, bro, give me the thumbs up when you're ready. So, the
Yeah.
thing that I wanted to say was that I wanted to know because with my mom, when my mom passed so many years ago, one
Hmm.
thing that really still sticks with me today is that I didn't get to have that last conversation. I didn't get to
Yeah.
have that last "I love you." I didn't get to have that last thing, and that thing still stick with me today. So my question was, did Nancy get to have that last conversation? And I heard that y'all spoke every day, so you actually got that last conversation. And when I heard that, I was like, "That's one last thing that she has." I felt relieved to know that you had that last moment because when you don't have that last moment, that's when you're coming in like, "Well, I should have did this." And I deal with I should have did this. I should have been at the hospital more often. I should have called more often. I should have did all these things. So self condemnation, y'all, is a real thing, bro. What's going on, man?
What's
What's
up, bro?
going on, man? What's
What's
going on?
good, bro?
Nancy, love you, sis. How you
I love
doing?
you too, bro. I'm here, man, doing what I know
Uh,
to do.
I feel you. I feel you, man. Hearing all this, man, it really brought out a real point that I realized with condemnation, and self condemnation too, is that when you're in that mode of condemnation and being condemned, you're taking your focus off the relationship,
Come on.
and you're more focused on the wrong. When you're focused on, like, our objective is to build relationships with people. That's what the word is found, like, build around.
Mm-hmm.
And when you start going through that, condemnation point, that self condemnation, you're not looking at the relationship. You're looking at everything wrong instead of going to that correction point, where the correction is where you try to embrace the person, through whatever it is that may be going through. And your correction might not even be like, maybe you should do this. Your correction is just being there for them, knowing that they have that support, knowing that they have that love, because some people, when they're self-condemned, they blame themselves, like you all been saying, they blame themselves, and the people around them can, take that burden off of them,
True.
and focus on that relationship, and that's like a really, really big thing, with times like this.
So, is it safe to say that Nancy, what you just basically described, and Marcus, what you just pretty much said was that's the whole born again effect?
It is, listen, self condemnation and um, self condemnation to me is the antithesis of faith.
Mm,
Mm,
It is, it is literally hating what God loves.
yep.
Like, it is literally, listen, I tell people all the time, this lifestyle should come with a warning label. Discipleship is not easy, man.
No, man. No,
It's
man.
it's 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 not, and I've said it before, and I'll say it now. There's a difference in being a believer and a disciple.
Come on.
mm,
There's a difference between believing that God exists and acknowledging his existence and really walking this thing out. I've been preaching and ushering people through these transitions for the last 15 years.
Praise God.
You know what I'm saying? Who am I to think I don't have to walk through it? So when it becomes bigger than you, that's the thing. It's only dangerous when it becomes about you, like Marcus said. If you so focused on you, you're gonna fall.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Period. You're gonna condemn yourself. You're gonna this, that, or it's like putting a microscope up to anything. Put a microscope up to your hand and see all the lines and all the broken and all the
Good
put a
analogy.
microscope up to your
Mm-hmm.
skin and see all the crap that's really on you.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I'm
Oh,
saying.
sis.
So sometimes you just got to take a you know, it's a difference in using a telescope and a microscope.
Mm.
You need that
That's
up
Sometimes you
good.
close.
gotta
That's
sometimes you gotta stay back far and look. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about for me. Its kingdom is bigger than everything. Kingdom is bigger than everything. I didn't
Mm-hmm.
want. I love my brother. I gave my brother my word. This was my idea. And even though my family canceled everything that had to do with me this weekend because they know I'm being human, at
Mm-hmm.
the end of the day, nothing is bigger than kingdom. Nothing. Nothing.
going
I
back to
had,
the thing that you were talking about with the microscope and people not focused. That's to me, that's the thing that popped in my head. And please excuse me if you drive this way. I apologize to anyone watching, but to me, that's like the person that is so scared when they're driving that their chest is on the steering wheel and they're so tunnel vision in front of them that you're not paying attention to anything else that's around you.
That's good.
Like that's
That's
that
real.
same,
absolutely.
like if you can't see out your peripheral or if you too close
Come
to
on,
see
bro.
out your rear view, if you're not paying attention to anything that's going on around you, you're just focused on. And obviously when you're stuck like this because you're scared because you're afraid you're going to do something.
Yep.
Come
You're
on. That's
afraid
how
that
my
you're going to
ninja
hit something,
drove.
but you never think
Mm-hmm.
about somebody else coming around and hitting you.
And
Nine
that's
times
the
out of
thing about
10,
it. Go
go
ahead,
ahead,
bro.
sis.
You're funny. So much
Hey,
love.
that's family, y'all. That's how they do. That's how they do.
If y'all could be privy to the phone conversations, we'd be like, go ahead, bro. No, go ahead, sis. No, go ahead, bro. No, go ahead, sis.
Man, spend 10 minutes trying to figure out who gonna finish
Real
the thought.
Listen,
quick. Yeah.
it is exactly what
Right.
Javon said. It's that, and Dad says it too. If you too close, man, some stuff. Listen, sometimes God force you to take your hands off something, man. Sometimes you got to back up and see it from a distance. And I don't know how people get through life thinking that it's all about them.
Man. I'm gonna sit
Mm-mm-mm.
back on that one. That's fact.
Man,
You know
listen.
what I'm saying? It ain't about you.
Right. That's
It's not even
mm,
happening to you, it's happening through you. It ain't about
true.
you. I'm not being punished. My baby was not punished. There's something bigger
Man,
that
say
had
that
to
one more
come
time. Say
through.
it again.
It had to.
Yeah.
It's the nature and character of God. Something has to come through it. And sometimes it takes a bigger seed
Mm-hmm.
to birth the tree that needs to come. And listen, she is good ground. She is good ground. So I can't, don't get me wrong. I had a couple of short conversations with God, like, bro, what's what's good? Like,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
what is it? And I'm telling you what I got
Right.
back, daughter. You're not immune. I got you. Now that to some people might sound harsh, but to me, I'm mature enough. God talks to me like on my maturity level.
Oh
Let
yeah.
me check you back in. You getting real selfish. You making this about you. It's not about you. You're not immune.
Mm-hmm.
And I got you. Now watch how I got you.
Right.
And that's it.
Man. That's the
That's
part I
it.
love about him because he's
Uh,
super cool at how he interacts with
but
us and carries us, man. Like
He's intentional.
yes, very
Period.
intentional, and
He's intentional.
all of these the adjectives that are used in the verse that you use, Javon, to carry this topic, the malice, the jealousy, the envy, all of those things was Peter. Basically, he was trying to tell us what we shouldn't do because it's in our DNA to be how Nancy is being. It didn't say don't be real. Get the point. Like it didn't say that she was gonna have her moments or we're not gonna have our moments where we do question God. But on the flip side, where is that faith characteristic that okay, look, I'm gonna take my hands off the reins because God, you got it. You showed me in numerous occasions. You've had me. You've carried me. But we fail not to do that. That's why, like you said, that self condemnation. I'm big on this. I could give. Okay, I could care less. I'll say it
I
like
know, bro. You caught it. You caught
I
it,
could
bro.
care
You
less
caught it.
about what someone has to say. But
There
now
it
I'm
is.
I'm in myself all the time, every day, 24/7. So I'm definitely gonna be replaying these things in my mind. It's to build up that strength. It's to get that. And you giving me that, you giving me more power and even more understanding on that today. So it's like, man, like I said, strength in the flesh is represented on today by Nancy, man. For real.
Mm,
Straight up.
definitely.
yeah,
My
I
mom.
hate to cut this. Hey, bro, I hate to cut this short, but when we move this to Tuesday, this will be longer. But we got to get out of here.
Man,
Um, one thing she did say that really like stuck with me was, you know, the part where she said, "God didn't do this to me."
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people will take that avenue as to God, why? That's
Mm,
just a part of life, and just because it happened doesn't mean God did it. God did not take her baby girl, but it was a part of life, and she
Mm-hmm.
understood. So just her saying that, but even with condemnation, now when people say God, why? Now you condemning God, but that's a whole nother.
Ooh.
That's a whole nother.
Yes,
Yeah. So
sir.
it's like we got to condemn somebody and all of that. I guess that's just the mindset. Somebody has to be condemned, but we got to stop that.
man. It
Man,
leads down a dark rabbit hole.
that you can't come back from.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all got any last words? I don't know. Nancy must her phone or something must have went out, but thank you for coming on. I wish I could have had you have some last words, but go ahead, y'all. Let's wrap this up, y'all. Y'all got any last words?
Mark.
Man, just build relationships. Um, that's all you really say, man. Just work on relationships, y'all. Just,
True.
um, that's the big thing, man. Like I said, the word is found like built around how to build relationships with people, and like Duran said, ain't nothing wrong with being real. Uh, once you know how to be real, take your realness and build real relationships. So,
Facts. Um,
What you
um,
got, D?
put away the attitudes, man. All those things listed, like I said, and piggyback off Little Big Bro. It's we're supposed to be God caring and providing. That's what this scripture is about. It gave us the straight list of the characteristics that are already built in us. So we got it in us. Just tap into it. It's about relationship. I'm gonna say the same thing Marcus said. I truly believe if we get that repetitive, if we get some things need to have repetitiveness. Let's just be
hmm
honest, because that's the way. It's like a bodybuilder. They don't get swole not constantly hitting them weights, man. We got to constantly hit them weights of showing love, showing benevolence, showing that we truly, genuinely care about each other. That way, we are actually a reflection of what this kingdom walk really means, man. It's about relationships.
So my last word is, and I'm pretty sure this is Nancy. Um,
Mm-hmm.
the whole thing with life is too short, dude. Male, female, boy, girl, child, adult, grown adults, whatever it is, life is too short. You're not guaranteed tomorrow, dude. So if you spending your time condemning someone else, or let's put it, if you're spending your time trying to shame somebody else, trying to knock them down to pick yourself up, or if
Mm,
you're trying to knock them down to keep them in a certain position, or you're trying to knock them down just for the benefit because it pleases you, life is too short for that, dude. Like seriously, like we have to be better to one another. Marcus said it. I said it. Deron said it. Nancy said it. This is about relationship. Oh, sorry, Emily. This is about relationships. If we're not building relationships and you're trying to destroy people, that is the worst thing as a human being that you can be.
Mm-hmm.
A destroyer of people. That is something that you shouldn't even take pride in.
man.
And if you do, questioning your kingdom.
Ooh,
And
that's
if
Yep.
good.
that's what you about, I can't have nothing to do with you. Yeah, cut off. Seriously.
Telling you.
So,
Mm-hmm.
This
as people,
emoji.
we have to do better. As people, we have to do better, be better, and just you know treat each other right. That's all I can say. Because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. You do not know you're going to make it tomorrow. Anyone who thinks that they're going to make it tomorrow, if you have that mindset, you're fooling yourself also. We just gotta stop fooling ourselves. But I gotta get off here because I keep saying it. This like my fifth closing. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will see y'all next week for the regular table talk. We will be in the series, the Ten Commandments, and actually, I'm going to be breaking down how we supposed to treat one another with this Ten Commandments teaching that will be happening starting next week. We're gonna have a special guest with this series also. Y'all probably already know who it is, but I'm gonna still try to keep it. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all for tuning in. Hopefully
Peace.
y'all enjoyed this watch party. We gonna work some stuff out and we're gonna grow this and it's gonna be bigger and better. Peace out. Love y'all.
Peace.
Love, love.